Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So we have got the data download, Lord Slug, the banner units, as well as the free-to-play Awakening for Kid Gohan, are all coming in a couple of days. I expect, if you're curious, for celebration info to be in about 28 hours. Typically, they do drop the celebration info the same day, like, as the character coming out, right? So, I don't think we'll see celebration info in a couple hours, but it'll be a couple hours plus 24 hours. Alright, so let's just talk about a lot of the stuff we have. Now, I would remind you guys, this typically is the worst celebration of the year. I do think Global is going to have it not quite so bad, just because Global is going to get, I think, probably Jiren, maybe next week or the week after that. And then also potentially have things like the Universe 7 EZA, the 17, the 18, the Skinny Boo, and Piccolo. But we'll see. Okay, so they did very cheekily... No, it's not updated here. What about over here? I looked in-game a second ago, and they added... Yeah, there it is right there. The bastards... I do wish they would give it a little bit of breathing room. Like, I wish they would have just released the info at the normal time, which would be 4 a.m. my time, rather than, like, drop it 5 seconds for the data download. But I'll still take the W of Dokkan revealing stuff to us themselves rather than through the data download. So, again, that's still fine, I guess. This is going to be a Dragon Ball story, is what that's going to be transformed into. The Lord Slug one, and then that's where the Kid Gohan is going to come from. So the data download only had 4 characters: Oolong and Launch, Lord Slug, the banner unit, and the Kid Gohan. I think the structure of this celebration, so this week right here is Lord Slug. I think this week right here will be EZAs. Who? I don't know. I have no clue. I think any guess people throw out there is probably going to work. Maybe Goku and Piccolo? They're not on his leader skill, though. Because Goku and Piccolo, they're not on demonic power, right? I almost kind of want to do a video just centered around demonic power. Remember that this character, like, they kind of, like, showed in one of these data downloads that this character's going to be getting an EZA? But they're not on Slug's team, so I wouldn't even be super crazy about them EZing. I'd rather Slug's team gets an addition, but Slug's team is uber powerful. His team is really strong. Demonic power, inhuman deeds, movie bosses. You could build this in a lot of ways. His team has both STR Beast and Tech Broly, neither of whom are really, whatchamacallit, gonna be characters that are gonna be, like, damaged by any restrictions or anything like that. And remember, Beast Gohan, I mean, is a demonic power character. I saw a lot of people have said about this, about the Gohans on here, but, I mean, it's just because I guess he's trained by Piccolo. I mean, it makes sense to an extent, because the Masenko is literally, like, what is it, like, Demon Blast or some shit like that? Like, Gohan is out there like, Demon Blast half the time, dude, so keep that in mind, man. I saw a lot of people were upset that Janemba is not on here, and that does make sense. Like, why can't Janemba... Janemba, like, even if you're gonna say he's not a demon, I feel like he's vaguely demon enough to me. I'd be okay with Janemba being on the category. But we have both Beast and Tech Broly and Janemba on here. Slug has a very strong link set, by the way, having Metamorphosis, Big Bad Bosses. These are, you know, pretty much like the 2 best villain links, and then you also have Thirst for Conquest. So he's going to be a good bridge character for a lot of villain units. I think the one thing with him is, I mean, we are going to want another 3 demonic power allies. It's really not a problem for his own team, because the friend Lord Slug, and then, I mean, we could just do Beast Gohan. Boom. And then all we need at that point is 1 more. Right? Like, that's... And, you know, then we could run Tech Broly and Janemba on the team and shit like that. Like, it's not that bad if you're running his own team. We'll see what this guy might look like. I think it could be a struggle on other teams. Because, like, demonic power itself does not have a ton of movie bosses characters on it, right? This is where Janemba on this would be very big. So, I don't know. We'll see. Slug seems good, though. He seems maybe a bit better than Vegeta. I do think that Vegeta probably has a little too negative of a reputation, but, I mean, his kit is just very... It just does not mesh well together. And, you know, him changing the full field of orbs... Lord Slug does not have any stupid bullshit like that. The other thing, too, is... So, Lord Slug has all this healing, but he has fucking Beast and Tech Broly on his team. Like, you know, it's very difficult for Beast and Tech Broly to be killed. They can be, but it's very tough. And then Slug's just going to heal that shit back up. So, it's like the synergy is good. You know. So, we'll see. I think that, like, you know, like a Slug long video and stuff like that is going to be just very smooth. I don't think we're going to have a ton of issues. Depending upon the turn, we could probably Ghostlight this guy in slot 1. No physical boss is going to be able to damage this guy. Not going to happen. But yeah, I mean, he's good. He's good. Like, if I were to make him a little bit better, I would think I would want support from him. His domain is going to function as support, and that's awesome. But again, if he was to be just a little bit better, he would be giving support. That would be tremendous from Lord Slug. You know, just maybe like... I mean... Just... I would live with, like, extreme class allies. 2 key, 20% attack and defense, something like that. Could help out a little bit. But again, remember, his domain is going to be buffing demonic power allies. That includes Beast. That's so... Okay. The Family Kamehameha unit, by the way, is not going to be as effective on here. Well, at least with their standby. Because remember, just talking specifically about the standby. And this is where... This base Gohan is obviously very strong. But where I think that this unit is like a top 5 in the game contender is this right here. But we can't do this because of this. That's not going to work on Lord Slug's team, right? Like, without that 77% damage reduction, this is a fish character. So, yeah, get rid of that. Alright, there's that. Let's look at the rest of these characters. Oolong and Launch, Kid Gohan, and then we can talk about the band unit at the end, and look at some of the missions and stuff like that. 1 key, 560% attack and defense, okay. Minus 40% attack and defense, no more than 200%. And plus 15% chance to dodge with each turn passed. Okay. Another Earthling ally in the turn. Okay. 2 key, 2 additionals, each which has a 30% chance to be a super. Starting from the 5th turn from entry turn, so their 3rd turn, an additional super. 15% attack, each super attack performed. 15% defense with each attack. Dodged! Haha. Lovely. 30% attack, even supreme damage, seal. Flee, more than meets, yeah, Metamorphosis, Berserker, Incredible Adventure, Guidance, Dragon Ball, Shining Limit. Yeah, they don't... I mean, they don't seem very impressive, obviously. Right? Like, I'm not looking at this like, oh, damn. Yeah, they're just kind of... some goofy throwaway characters, more so what it seems to anything. So here's Kid Gohan. So he's going to awaken from the Lord Slug Dragon Ball story. 2 key, 200% stats. 30% damage reduction if 2 or more enemies. No, 30% damage reduction baseline. And then if 2 or more enemies, he gets another 35%. Take him up to 65%. I mean, remember, there's limitations. I know that sounds really good, but this is a free-to-play TUR. There's a big difference between Father Slug having 66% damage reduction, being a big, beefy Dokkanfest, huge stats, strong-ass links. It's completely different than this little, you know, free-to-play TUR, right? He gets another 150% attack on super attack. Additional is a high chance to be a super. Okay. Ooh, that's how you get me interested in running the character right there. All allies 20% attack and defense. That's what I'm talking about, man. I like, you toss this onto a lot of characters just to give you incentive to run them, and I'd like that. Like, add this to Slug, and I like, all of a sudden I probably like him a lot more. because then he's like a very strong defensive slot 2 or slot 3. Well, his domain is up. He is going to be a defensive character, but yeah. Or a support character. Then 200% defense, all allies, 35% attack as a first attacker in the turn. We'll see. Right. So Gohan, all enemies minus 35% attack for 2 turns if there's a bond of friendship ally. Yep, okay. Gohan is a super battle road character. I'm fine. Looking at this design, I like him already because they gave him a purpose, right? Like when we were going through some of the world tournament characters, right? Like AGL hit, it's like, I mean, you know, he's like horrible. Like you know, you go into like a tough fight, like he's horrible, he's terrible. But like he could be good somewhere, and that's super battle road. Same thing with Gohan. Multiple enemies will have the damage reduction. He'll be debuffing them. He's going to be supporting. Like, he could be a decent Super Battle Road character. Potentially. You know, you give him a full dodge build. Well, he could, you know, handle business. What's this effect? 50% defense 1 turn. Supreme damage, and then greatly lowers enemy attack. Okay. Innocence, Saiyan Warrior Race, All in the Family, Saiyan Lineage, Z Fighter, Shattering Limit. Hybrid Saiyans, Goku Family, Youth, Demonic Power, Bond of Parent and Child, Bond of Friendship, Bond of Master and Disciple, Movie Heroes, Earthbred Fighter. Okay. He's decent. They gave him a purpose, and that's Super Battle Road. You're not taking this guy into Supreme Magnificent Battle. You're not taking this guy into the Legendary Freeze event. You're taking him into Super Battle Road stages. As a free-to-play TUR, honestly, I think I kind of give him a passing grade. Because I see real value with this, and this, and this, for him in Super Battle Road. This is all it takes. Like to me, this is a good example of a good free-to-play character, believe it or not. Nice. And then there's this character. I think that this character is a really good banner unit. I think they're very strong. I love their support right here. One thing to keep in mind, though, is the bastards did set it up to where you need to be a villain character to get the support. So their support does not hit Beast Gohan or any Gohans. Because you got to be extreme class, and then you get the demonic power support buff. So unfortunately, this character does not, you know, buff Beast, which sucks. But they would buff like Tech Broly, giving him at least the key and some defense, stuff like that. I think that this character will be, again, very effective. Because this is going to be like a slot 3 support character with dodge that could do a lot of super attacks. They also do have some healing. So again, imagine your rotation is LR Janemba, slot 1. Slug, slot 2. And this character, slot 3. Janemba lives a super, but gets walloped. 450k damage, something like that. And then this character, you know, does 3, 4 supers, whatever. Heals all that. And then Slug, at the end of the turn, is healing too. So, it's like, the design is interesting in that you have legitimately 3 of the best slot 1 characters that exist in the game right now. In Beast, LR, Janemba, and Tech Broly. So, like, those 3 can just sit. And Janemba is definitely powered up big time with this guy. You know, big bad bosses, right? Like, a really legitimate big bad bosses character. LR Buhan is going to be very effective on this team. This is going to be a fun team to run. Villains are legitimately in, like, the best spot right now that they have ever been in, ever. And it's not like superclass characters are effed up either. They saved villains mostly with the EZAs, I guess. A lot of the EZAs have were really crazy. LR Janemba and Gogeta were so good. They help out quite a bit. Alright, so there's all that. We have missions here. Oh, yeah. When these come out, this is on the 5th. That's probably going to be right around when we get our next data download, by the way. So we'll see. Maybe the data download will be on the 6th, since this is on the 5th. Infinite Dragon Ball History, Boss Rush, GT Legendary Goku event, Red Zone. Oh, movie Red Zone. Okay. These are the next set of 10th anniversary missions, again on the November 5th. I'll do a full-on video talking about this, but they do mention this. The 3rd anniversary LRs, LR Int Vegito and Physical Gogeta, LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. These 4 characters are going to be getting outright buffed until the 10th anniversary. Because it does say in here until January. Wait. Yeah, it did. Am I reading over it? Yeah, okay, so there's them. Oh, did they not? Wait, huh? Isn't it? Are you telling me that we're dropping... I literally just read somewhere, I don't know where it was, that this was going until mid-January. I don't know where it was that I read it, though. God damn it. Okay, well, whatever. I did see somewhere it said mid-January. I don't know where it was, though. God damn it. Did I dream that up? No, I'm pretty sure I read that. So, well, whatever. What is this? Oh, there's going to be a new... Oh, we could Rainbow GT Cell and Frieza now. Okay, sure. Typically, yeah, the next... Okay. Oh, we got to pull up Proton's thread. And we're going to have to talk about that Goku as well. Here's the Slug Dokkan event. Here's that, which we went over. So that's all that. The missions. Yeah, let's see what else we've got here. These are just regular... Wait, board 3? What is this? These are just like some special missions. Use unarmed supers 5 times, Ki Blast, weapon super, okay. Did they just add extra panel missions every celebration or something like that? Is that what this is? Because clear all missions on board 3? We'll see what this looks like. These are pretty easy though, regardless. These are the actual just celebration missions or some of them. Okay, sure. Yep. Missions. Here's the Lord Slug stuff. Demonic power and then a character of every typing. Okay. Ha 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 ha. I've seen global players hate these fights. You fuckers ain't seen nothing yet. My is so annoying with this. Oh my god, I cannot wait. You guys are gonna be so frustrated. And the Bulma fight. The Bulma fight and the Mai fight with these Peppy Gal conditions are so stupid. I think that they completely lost their minds with the Mai fight. Specifically using Peppy Gal characters. The reason I say that is because what do Peppy Gal characters do? What do they do? A lot of them dodge and debuff. It's literally what like all these Peppy Gal characters do. Mai cancels dodge and is immune to debuffs. So, yeah, this shit was so annoying with that Peppy Gal. I hated this one with the Peppy Gal mission. It was dumb shit, man. Yeah, so that's gonna suck. All right, that's on the 31st. We have the Worldwide Chaos Super Battle Road stage. Here's the Dragon Ball story. Looks like getting the support memories with all those just same type missions as usual. What is this? Oh, these are the first 10th anniversary missions. We're on the global section. I don't know why it's untranslated. Whatever. All right, guys. A lot of discussion about this guy. I'm gonna just make this its own video. Obviously, we'll just discuss this its own video. Proton mentions that if this guy gets a card, it's gonna be based from Goku. I figured. We have seen this guy recently in the the card game. In the card game, I think they did call him like full Super Saiyan or something. Like, didn't they call him some shit like that? I'd have to double check what the card looks like again. But the thing about this is that when this movie was made, Vegeta was running around Namek talking about, oh, the Legendary Super Saiyan, the Legendary Super Saiyan, the Legendary Super Saiyan. But Toriyama hadn't actually introduced it yet. So what this is this is just Toei's interpretation of Super Saiyan. And that's why it's like never really returned or been in anything. I could see, again, a base form Goku or a Kaioken Goku or something like that. And then, he kind of like, in the animations looks like that. I don't think it'll be a new name character, but we'll see. But unfortunately, this celebration itself does not have a Part 2 LR. Part 2 for this is Heroes. Heroes is what we're going to see in part 2. So maybe he could be like a Battlefield LR or something like that. I mean, that's possible. I think the next Battlefield will probably have a new LR, especially since GT Cell and Frieza could be finished now. So keep that in mind. All right. So let's see. So we have the characters which we looked at, Worldwide Chaos. Yep, just all the stuff that we saw right here. Yep, there's the promo movie, Slug himself, the new characters, the demonic power label, the Easy 8. We could go ahead and jump into this. They're going to be out pretty soon. Or excuse me, they're out already. So the Secret Feelings memory is live. Okay. Doesn't really fit with the theme of the celebration whatsoever, but whatever, not a big deal. There's a Dragon Ball story. So we have the intro, and then I believe this is the support memory as well. Battlefield. If HP is below 50% and there's an Entrusted Will category ally in the team, 15% attack and events for 2 turns. Okay. So it's a buff that could pop, because so many support memories are just right away. So, I mean, this is good that this could trigger, you know, sometime during the fight. Okay. And then here's coins for Slug. And then a couple of assets, including Goku. This is from the story event, right? All right, so there we go. Let me know what you guys think of the data download and everything. I'm very pleased, by the way. Lord Slug getting a Dokkan Fest, finally. That's beautiful. This is one of the big characters I wanted to knock off the list. You know, others include Baby and, I mean, Demon King Piccolo, but this is nice. So let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys next time.